people. Today's video is, once again, as I mentioned before, is about Arsenal. This is, well, really about football, because obviously the season's going to end. We've got the Euros this year, hopefully, fingers crossed. But when the Premier's still on, it's going to be mainly about the Arsenal. I'm also doing shoulders here today. So on the weekend, Arsenal are against Burnley. Burnley right now are sitting, they're quite comfortable for a Burnley side, 15th. It's Burnley, expect them to be 15th, but Arsenal are only 10th, five positions ahead of them. I sound like an American here. If we win this, Tottenham and Aston Villa have a game in hand, but we will go 7th with a point ahead, Tottenham and Aston Villa, which is grand. We sold Iwobi to Everton. Everton are above us. We sold Martinez to Aston Villa. Aston Villa are above us. We can't be selling players to clubs that are doing better than us. We have to. Well, Arsenal, we should be hitting top 4. And right now, West Ham are the 4th place. Liverpool's 6th. How crazy is that? So I do think Arsenal are going to win. I think it'll be quite a comfortable win. I do think it'll be 3-1. Knowing Arsenal, we just let in goals left, right, front and centre, because we are quite bloody terrible. And looking at the Arsenal transfer news, it's actually interesting, because I said we need a centre-back and a striker. Now, of course, it's Arsenal, so we're not going to spend big money on centre-backs and strikers, of course. But apparently Bellerin is linked to PSG. PSG, well, also linked with Dele Alli. So it might be PSG are going to put a really big shift into maybe putting up a Champions League squad. We are looking for a new right back with Brighton. And at the moment, Brighton are sitting comfortably at 16th, which is grand. But a replacement for Bellerin, who's going to PSG, is someone from Brighton. It doesn't make sense to me. Why would we not want to have someone that is from an equally good squad as Arsenal? Yes, we're 10th, but PSG first in their league, the Farmers League, but they do really well in the They do really well, in the Champions League. So I'm not quite sure why we would sign someone from Brighton. Obviously, he can be improved. It can be amazing, but I want a really improved player. I don't want us to work on another player. We have Cedric in that position, and Maitland-Niles, even though he wants to play centre mid, we have him in that position. Maitland-Niles doesn't want to play right back, so just get someone that is insanely good at that position. Spend big money. Stop spending this little bit of money and then being mediocre, and then we loan them out and then sell them. We're also linked with Celtic striker. Now, he's the top goal scorer in the Scottish Premier League, and I mean, the Celtic themselves are doing okay now, but they weren't before. He's quite far ahead. He's 16 goals in front of James Tavernier, 11 goals, but he only has 2 assists, but James Tavernier has 9. But he's also played less games. He's only played 24 games, and James Tavernier has played 29. So there's hope there. But once again, the Scottish League isn't isn't remarkable. Yeah, we got Tierney from Celtic, but they want supposedly 22 million, which isn't much, especially in now times. The problem is, though, why are we not spending big? If we're looking for a replacement, yes, we can get cheap here. Okay, cool. I understand that. But I want Haaland. I want Mbappe. How are we going to compete with City if they might sign bloody Haaland or Mbappe, and there's a very high chance they're going to sign Messi? And with United being linked to Ronaldo, what are we going to do? Why are we signing some random striker in the Scottish League? Yes, he's top scorer, and yes, he could be really good, and he could obviously prove me wrong. But we need to have injection where we, for example, we signed Pepe for 70 million. That was an injection more so for the social side of the club, to show that we can spend money. But I don't rate Pepe. I would rather have Zaha. And I said it at the beginning of transfer, and I'm saying it now. I don't think Pepe is an awful player. I just don't think he's worth the 70 million price tag. The next one they're linked with is RB Leipzig centre-back, Conate, 35 million apparently. Once again, he's 21 years old. I haven't actually seen anything with this guy. I can't really speak if he's actually any good. But RB Leipzig do have bloody good players. He is French, which is always good. The French team are generally good. Obviously, they won the World Cup. But we shall see, you know, who we're going to offload. Is it going to be David Luiz? Is it going to be maybe be Saliba? Even though we just signed him, but he's on loan, I believe. Rob Holding. I'm happy if we get that signing. We do need to offload some players. What do you think the score will be against Burnley in the weekend? And who do you think we're going to sign? And where do you think we're going to finish? I do think we'll finish top 6. And I think next season, if we sign right, we'll finish top 4. I wouldn't be mind the striker and the centre-back, but I would prefer a higher prestige striker and a better right-back, in my opinion. And I think we're going to beat Burnley 3-1 and finish 6th, in my humble opinion. Ow. Ow.